Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Like always, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Today we're going to be working on a Soulmask tutorial on power. We are going to set up our windmills as such. We're going to set up all the other gizmos to ensure that you are getting a passive income of minerals from a deposit. There has been a few changes since the last update in going into 1.0, and I'll point those out so that way you will know from the other videos that you're watching. Then you're not crazy. I had to figure it out as well. Alright, so let's start with the windmills. You're gonna build a windmill, you're gonna build a windmill blade. Altitude means everything. It is how much power is going to be provided from the wind, because the altitude is going to be stronger. It's their way of suggesting wind. Once it's down, you can click the stop button, which is the base of the windmill. And then closer to the cogwheel area, you can connect a building. So when you click E, you're going to get this little white string. Kind of cool, the physics on it. If I run out here, you can see that it'll turn red. And that means that it can't go any farther than this little bit. So if I had a windmill right here, I could connect it. Now, the goal would be is you connect this one into here, and then you do these two into here, and then you funnel all of the power into one, and then send it out. You do not need to do this. You can make it what I would call spaghetti, but if you want to make it look nice and pretty, you might as well. Also, if it all runs through one central location, then you know where the power has stopped. I then went ahead and put a supply dispatch station down. I have not used it yet. However, this is how you send supplies to the other side. And then they will receive it in one of the receive chests from the other version of the ropeways. You have quite a few different things you can pick from. You got your base, you got the support, you have a supply dispatch, you have the short, medium, and tall pillars. I'm a little upset with the fact that they have these fucking pillars on the same thing, because these things are not cheap. But it is what it is, I guess. Anyways, once you get these connected, this will start spinning. If you look up closer to the top here, you can see you can connect to another building, and you'll be able to connect it to here. It's already been done, so it won't do it. And then these ropes will appear, and then you do the same to this. You do not need to climb all the way up here to attach it. You can just click the base, and it'll automatically grab this guy up here. As for the lengths, these things go a little bit further. You can see this one way up here. This to there is about max. That's what you're looking at distance-wise, give or take. So you're going to need quite a few. I think when I set this up, I'm here on the map. I went like straight over here and then straight down into the water and over. And then straight across over to here and around this little bend and down on the mountain hill right to here. Okay. The reason I did that is because these mountains, these hilltops, do not get people on them. Nothing spawns on them. No bad guy spawn. You don't have to worry if you keep it up on the rocks. And from what I've noticed, AI doesn't aggro to these buildings. It seems like they're pretty passive. And even the piranhas, when I put it in the water, it didn't either. They did aggro to me, though. They did eat my booty. Okay, so before we go to the iron camp, I want to show you how to set up the receive part to make sure that your ore, as it comes back, you're receiving it and it gets auto sorted so that your players or your NPCs can keep working. If you haven't seen one of my last videos, I have one on auto sorting. I have it all set up to where the boxes just auto sort and do everything for me, and I don't have to do anything. I recommend it. So we're going to click P. I already got a guy. He's called Deposit Ore. And go ahead and get rid of that. So you're going to do a custom task for this guy. So you need to be on the quest tab. You need to click the plus sign. And then you're going to change the work type to item sorting. And it's because you are going to take the items out of the box. The guy will take them out. And then he will sort them throughout the base to other filtered boxes. It is this one right here. And then just click save. And now that's all set up and ready to go. Now, if you bear with me for just a minute, I will grab one, whoops, we will grab one other thing, show it to you. I haven't really had to use it just yet. These guys. So you have power extension shaft. They are actually little tiny. Oh man, I picked up way too many. Alright, so they're actually just really tiny little guys. You can actually attach those upstairs to it. So if you're trying to make, like, you got some windmills on one side and windmills on the other, you can set one of these in the middle so that way it extends the power, but it's not like super huge and bulky like the ropeways, you know. And then I will show you the iron mine. You want to, actually, I'll go ahead. I want to set it up anyways. You will have these power mines. I'm just going to set up one because the other one goes into a danger zone. Let me on my mount. Okay. Onwards. Something has targeted me. Alright. Off down to the iron mine. Here we go. I was doing some testing, trial and error. I'm going to leave. I think I might leave this here, but you do not need another base on this side. It's not needed. The other thing is, as you are making your big long line, make sure that these stay attached to the other end at your main base, or they will start decaying. Once you have it set up, you're gonna have, you'll put your mine down, and then what you're going to do is you're going to do item transfer settings. So let me run over here real quick. I'll just go ahead and do one. Bam. And then, like, can I change the orientation? There we go. That looks better. So these guys only walk slightly out here and then slightly back. So I don't think this is going to aggro. We'll see here in just a second, but I don't think they aggro. And while he's doing that, we're going to go ahead and attach this to the other building. Boop. And now we have power. And now it's going to start working. Then we need to set up the item transfer settings. Actually, let's rename it real quick. Let's do iron outpost 1-1. And then we are going to do item transfer settings. Here you can see that they will transfer the items every 30 minutes. You can change this all the way down to 1 if you want, or 100 minutes, or whatever you feel is correct. I recommend 30, especially if you're on an actual server. With that being said, we need to make sure that the item transfer destination is set to our main base. And then we want to have it transfer all items. Now, if you were to set up a tribe base here, so let's say for an example, I set up like a 10-man army over here to harvest all these nodes to maximize my profits, and then go down into the cave and harvest all them. Well, I could do that, but I need space, and you probably will pick up wood and all this extra jazz, so you may want to set up a filter system so you can do items for transfer, and then you can just select what items you want to transfer, kind of thing. And you could even, you can select them and do whatever you want. For this example, though, we'll leave it on transfer all items, and we're going to do the main base and click confirm. And now that should be good to go. Yep. And let's see here. I got 1 iron ore. You can force send it if you're needing the supplies or you want to test things. These supplies won't get stuck on trees or anything. They'll just fly through them. But you, if you are riding the rail system, you will get stuck on trees. The branches, not so much, but like the tree trunk itself, that's where the hitbox is at. And then on the map, you can see that it's transporting. They do have an HP, so they could potentially get attacked, or maybe in PvE, maybe one of the tribes people actually attack it and steal your resources. I would say in PvP, they would do the same. However, if you're setting this up, going all the way across on a PvP server, you're ballsy, because it's going to get broke every 5 minutes. So, but PvE, this is more than plenty. And that is it. That's how you set up the iron, or any other deposit similar to this in the map. Now, to explain what the difference is from the other videos in the past, you used to have to put a worker here. You do not need to put a worker here. You cannot put a worker here, to be very specific. I've spent 2 hours trying to figure out why I could not get a worker on this damn fucking mine, and it drove me up the wall, dude. And I looked a few things up, and AI actually told me that that they changed it, because I was trying to find the patch notes and read through it, but it did it for me, thankfully. So you don't have to worry about people being here. It just automatically mines. It is a little slow, but it's not meant for you to get rich instantly. It's to build up resources over time. I really appreciate your time, and I hope you have a great day. If you liked the video, give it a like, thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment. If you need help or questions, just ask, and I will do my best to assist you.